Start with them.
Who's first?
Is Trey Adams going to play some receiver now?
Good to see him get back into, he's starting to feel himself. If he's catching balls, try to get him in the end zone one other time, and he's a little bit short, so we get him more reps, maybe he'll get there.
That sort of thing. I mean, how much does that liven up spring? Because you guys, they go through the mundane things, but
Yeah.
something like that is.
Yeah, and how often does that happen? Not much. You have time to get a penalty or something like that if they touch the ball, so to be able to actually get it, it's kind of fun.
I know you want them to be like always 100% focused and dialed in,
Yeah.
but when you start putting points on it, you got the officials out
Oh, yeah.
throwing flags. Do you feel a change?
We try to do it's interesting because even the coaches within their groups will have like little competitive things going on that no one else really even knows. It might be, how many balls are caught, how many balls are dropped, mental mistakes. There's always some sort of competition changes everything. Competition is one of the best things we do in life. That's when it brings out the best in us. So certainly when we can score things and they're more competitive, the better for us. You put a time period on a 2-minute situation. They know exactly what's up, what wins and what doesn't. You do a red zone thing, they know exactly what wins and what doesn't. Even at the end of practice, when we're kind of playing a little bit of real football, situational football, it's pretty intense and focused, but it's not quite the same because there's not that endpoint. So anytime it's like how to win the game, that changes everything.
It also looked like during those team periods that Jake Ainer and Jacob Eason were getting a lot of the turns today and Monday. Is that something where you guys are starting to whittle things down in terms of?
You'd have to ask Bush that. I honestly do not pay attention to that. I trust all these coaches to get all the guys reps. That's why I like spring football so much, because this is not about putting plays in for a game. This is just strictly about building skill, getting these guys ready for the summer. And, now certainly guys earn more reps as you go all the time. They really do. But it's a fluid seating chart. He'll put we had on Saturday, that did not look the same as it did out there today. So it's always moving those positions around.
I feel like talking time on me has taken a step this spring. It seems like he makes a couple plays in practice.
Yeah, I thought Talkie did a nice job even last year. He was right there on the verge. I think if we didn't have this new redshirt rule with 4 games to play last year, he would have been a guy that would have probably not redshirted, and we probably would have got him more reps. Probably, it's hard to really know, but because he did a nice job last year, which is really amazing because he wasn't playing much defense in high school. He was really an offensive lineman that we converted, and usually it's the other way around. And so he's kind of picked up where he left off and doing a good job.
What did you guys like about him? Just what you did see of his tape in high school to have him on the D-line.
He's powerful and explosive. That's really what it was. He did play some defense when he was younger, and then he spot played on defense, but was primarily an O-lineman. And I know we would have taken him either side of the ball for sure, offense or defense, but we kind of needed some D-line, and he wanted to play there, and so we went with that.
Coach Jay Rapp was a guy that enrolled early, and when we saw him in spring and fall ball his freshman year, it became obvious it was going to be hard to keep him off the field. We've seen kind of the same things in Cam Williams, where he just seems to be making plays and tough guy to keep off the field. Miles, based on
Yeah,
that.
we'll see about that, but he has done a nice job, like I said earlier. We really like how Cam is progressive, and I just like his mindset for a guy that should be in high school right now. That's one thing that always kind of gets my attention is when those guys consistently show up with a really focused mindset. There's a lot of our players that have been here for a couple of years and can't show up every day with that urgency and that focused mindset. And that's really what I've been saying that jumps out to me about Cam. It's been probably the most impressive thing. That's why I said that, a week ago, of how impressed I've been. He's not overwhelmed. There's a lot of new things coming at him, and he's just locked in, getting extra work when he can in between class, extra tape time and all that, and he just keeps battling. And to me, that's just one of the keys to early success and success in general. When you can bring it like that, you can just see it a mile away. it's just a matter of time. And so then you just, he's trying to accelerate that timeline by getting, but he's off to a good start.
What do you see from Austin Osborne in the spring and also Trey Lowe and Spiders?
Yeah.
That's your freshman from last year.
I think, I think it's good for those guys to get a little more meaningful reps. I think Austin's done a nice job. I think Austin's another one that has really showed up with that mindset. And I think that's why you guys have probably noticed him as well. That's what it is. I mean, these are hard practices, and, they got school, and they're up early, and one thing that is, and it's really hard to have that kind of next level urgency to everything you do, but you can see it a mile away when somebody brings it, and Austin's done a really good job with that, and that's why I think we're all roasting him.
Impressions on Trey Adams' hands and reception?
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier. I think he's trying to get himself back in the mix for one of those tackle eligible plays, and you only get so many chances, so you better capitalize. But it looks like his hands are better.
Chris, with that competition piece, you talk about changing everything. I know in the games you don't want them to be talking a lot in
Yeah.
terms of the smack and things like that.
Yeah.
Because you get penalized. But during spring and fall, what are
Yeah.
your thoughts on?
Yeah.
Do they crack you up sometimes in some of the stuff you hear? Or
No,
do you-
I just want them locked in, and I want them talking a lot. I want them talking to each other a lot. If they're one of the 11 on the field, I really want. I mean, we can't. I can't tell you how much we stress that about this communication piece, and not just like assignment communication, but really that positive language going towards your teammates. And certainly there's going to be the healthy banter on the other sidelines, which is fine. But yeah, we just want it to be game-like. You can just see when everything changes out there, like the more urgency we put on it. Whether we're changing the snap count, all of a sudden there's somebody jumping off sides on whatever side of the ball, and, or you're going fast, or you're in a 2-minute situation, like that game type urgency just changes. So as coaches, that's what we're trying to do, is just create as many situations like that. Because, if you practice energy level wise and focus level down here, which happens a lot, it all looks good out there until you start going, real. And it's not like even the same game. And you just see it every day out there when we change these different periods, and not every period can be, 100 degrees intensity. When you're installing plays, it's not going to be like that. But it all looks, I got this. No, you don't got this. Those are the 3 worst words a coach can hear. I got you. No, you don't. Show us. And it's our job to turn up the temperature, so they have to operate in a real environment.
But the banter's good.
Oh yeah, I mean it's all healthy, it's all fun, and it changes the energy and all those things. What I'm not good with is when guys when they're one of the 11 and make a stupid play, hit a guy out of bounds, jump off sides, hold, hand it, like I'm not good with that. That's not smart football. Whatever on the other stuff.
Kyler Manu, 5th-year senior, that linebacker.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on him? He's played a lot, but also hasn't played a
Yeah,
lot.
I think he's progressing well. I mean, he's one of those seniors that he's put a lot of work in, and he doesn't better to see have him in that rotation. Knows a lot, and I think he's building skill every day.
Coach, NFL draft coming up soon.
Yeah.
Do you sit down and watch that?
Oh, yeah.
You watch it on your phone? How do you do that?
I watch it usually. I usually try. Oh, I've been at the last couple, so that's been awesome to be back there. And I don't think Byron's going back this year. I'll hang out and I'll watch it somewhere. But yeah, I enjoy that. I mean, I think all of our guys do. And, whether they're our guys, I think we're going to have quite a few guys drafted. And even if not, guys we played against, I think it's really fun day for college football.
One of your guys more intriguing for you to watch where he falls than another, maybe like Greg or somewhere, where it's just kind of more interesting?
Yeah, there's not one that's more intriguing to me. I just really want whether they get drafted or not, you just keep your fingers crossed that it's with the right team, right team. Because so much of that is timing and right people, being with the right people, and they fit that organization. Whether a guy's a first rounder, fourth rounder, or a free agent, you just keep your fingers crossed that it's the right, it's all fun and games. I always say that, it's all fun and games on signing day, right, in college football? It better be the right fit or it's not gonna work out. Same thing in the NFL game. It's all great on draft day, but you just really hope for these kids that they fit that whole culture, scheme, and all those things.
You spent, we've seen you talking to Pete, and how much discussion about that or learning the draft, and you and Pete Carroll talk about that?
Yeah, I would love to go over there. Maybe I will. No, I'll go over there just be intrigued by the draft and what their mindset's all about. That's not the world I live in. We have a lot of good conversations about other things and players and different stuff like that. He's been great. The CX has been awesome to be around for us.
Chris, from the outside looking in, people would think, okay, you're putting guys in the pros, naturally that would spill over and it would kind of keep, the recruiting piece. And all of a sudden now you're bringing new guys in and you see guys going to the pros and it kind of feeds off itself.
Right.
Is that kind of an actuality, how it's been for you guys?
I mean, I just hope recruits just do their homework. That's just what I want them to do. It's just do. I mean, everybody talks a good game in recruiting, right? I mean, everybody's got the best of the best. Everybody's going to develop. And I don't say this at all about myself. I love our coaches. I mean, our coaches develop players, whether it's at Boise, whether it's here. I mean, I think they're the best of the best at doing that. And if you just pay attention to, who's developing talent, and I think it starts with getting the right guys for us at the University of Washington that fit this whole thing. And when you do that, then you're going to get an elite education, and you're going to have a chance to play in the NFL. I just think you just look what's going on. Track record kind of proves itself.
I was gonna say, I think